Oh, yeah. Send the link. Could you send the link of our video to my Facebook? Thanks, David.
everybody.
Hey, party people.
It's been a while.
Long time.
86.5 The
The
Vibe.
Vibe.
Right, we have to say that too. Jackie C.
And Shady V.
And Shady V. And first and foremost, like to wish everybody a happy Father's Day. I'd like to take this time to challenge some of you. And it's not exclusive to future fathers, so ladies, you can think about it too. But for those of you who are not fathers, what are you doing right now in your life that's getting you ready to be one? What are you doing that's getting you ready for the future you want to live? When you close your eyes, where do you see yourself in 10 years? And what are you doing to get there? And so I just wanted to challenge you all. Some of you are fathers. You're successful fathers. And that's great. But some of us, like the two of us here, we future fathers. And so happy future Father's Day to
Not that we're expecting.
Oh yeah, I guess you do have to make that distinction these days. Not expecting yet.
And not together. But
oh brother.
You never know these days. You know, we don't judge.
Okay. So with all that being said, make sure to be drinking your water. I know we always say that. Just wanted to remind you all again, to reiterate. Maybe you've gotten. I feel like your relationship with water, it's like your relationship with like a lot like working out, a lot of like things that are good for your health. Like some of you all might have gotten
health in general.
Yeah, I was gonna say some of you, spiritual, mental, physical, like even like some folks, their relationship with God, like you've gotten away. This is a reminder to get back to drinking your water.
I thought you were gonna cut off at drinking. I was just like, no.
Get back to drinking.
Yeah.
Y'all were better.
Sounds right.
Y'all were better when you had some.
Chilled the heck out.
No, but so something cool. This is a personal news item of the day. Oh, speaking of, I guess we should go over everything we're going to talk about today. Today, we're just going to discuss whether or not we think the Olympics should be held as scheduled.
We're going to talk about depression
and how to deal with it. We're going to discuss Penn State getting rid of the terms freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior.
We've got a relationship plus as well for should people stay at home or people that stay at home be doing the cooking and cleaning in a relationship? Big question.
Interesting question. Then we're also going to ask if someone asked us, do we believe Kevin Samuels is right? Is a man's marriage value equal to his money? And is a woman's marriage value equal to her looks?
Oh.
Interesting question.
Did he say that?
He did say that. He said that's your marriage
All
value.
right, we're going to talk about that one too.
We've also got a new version of the rundown called the Par 3.
The Par 3.
You want to tell them about it?
No.
You don't?
No.
Okay,
why don't you tell them?
It's real simple. It's what are you watching right now? What are you reading right now? And what are your short-term goals right now?
Great question.
So you could say any number of things for a goal, My goal is not to go to McDonald's today. It's one of my favorite places.
Well,
if I slide myself over there today,
you're looking mighty thin over here.
Thank you. I was going to say that's my real short-term goal. It's just fitness throughout the day. But we'll get to that.
My goal be to eat 3 Big Macs today, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
It could be. I mean, look, some goals aren't necessarily
the right goals.
Positive towards, I know people back when I was in school who would have goals about being able to consume more alcohol, obviously. But I can only handle 6 right now. But by the end of the semester, I want to be able to handle 9. Like crazy stuff. I don't know if you're looking like that because that's a lot or because it's a little.
It's a lot. You shouldn't be drinking. No. All right. Anyway. So.
All right. So something cool, guys. I just got AirPods. Since the last time we were on, I got AirPods.
I've been had AirPods.
AirPods.
And I'm still excited about
Oh, cool.
it.
Oh my goodness. I don't want to sit here and gosh. It is just Apple is just if it's not one thing.
Now you don't have the Pros, right? I actually don't
No, I just have the regular ones.
like Gen 2 or something, right?
Gen 2,
Yeah.
yeah. I was gonna
Yeah,
say no,
yeah.
I saw the Pros in store. Those look cool too. They're only like $20 more too.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was gonna say it wasn't too much
Honestly,
more.
the regular AirPods are great. The only reason I like my Pros is because of their like noise canceling functions. But
It is a nice, and they're also the Pros are very comfortable.
they are comfortable.
I feel like they're a little, not that these are uncomfortable.
They're
I feel
not.
like, I feel like for me personally, and maybe folks might disagree, I feel like I can only have earplugs in for so long. I feel like I could have the Pros in longer than I could the regular.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I could have these in for 2 or 3 hours, but then I
those
feel like
make
I gotta
me
take
tired.
Really?
Yeah, what are your two the Gen 2?
Yeah.
They make me tired. It's kind of the same as their old school headphones before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like when you wear them for about like 2-3 hours, it's like one, I feel like my ears sweat, but two, they just get like I don't know, agitated.
Yeah.
By them.
No, certainly. You can't wear them for too long.
But the Pros
good news
are very
is, I was gonna say the good news is I normally don't have to wear them for so I just put them on for the occasional phone call. I feel like a business executive.
Go for Jackie.
Yeah, go for Jackie. Like, go for Stubbs. No, let's see. But yeah, so I guess my point is I would recommend them. Personally, I thought, $20 more for the Pros wasn't a bad deal, but I was already mad because I felt like Apple was taking me for a ride. To be honest with you, like I was like, I'm really about to spend this much on earbuds. Like, that's what you're doing. You're spending that amount of money on earbuds. It would be better spent on, I don't know, maybe a share in Apple. We talk about your financial health. Circling back to their Father's Day message as well, future fathers. Yeah, so I was like, Apple's, they're taking me for a ride, but I don't know.
Be like that.
And they're so good.
That's the thing.
If I went back in time,
Apple,
if I went back in time, I would buy the headphones again. If I could go back in time today, I'd be like, I'm buying more of these. These were great. Like honestly, if I were in a great financial place, I feel like I would have a second set. Like a backup set. Oh yeah, like think about it. Like 5 years from now, you're saving up money, you're in a better place financially, your portfolio is hitting right, no kids, none of that type of stuff yet. Yeah, you have your own house. Like, yeah, I can see that being one of my expenses. Just, I have my pair and I have a backup pair. I don't know if that's like something far out, but no, think about like what $200 is to somebody making six figures. Once you have everything, like I said, once you have everything right, big like keywords there. Once you have everything right, you have your car, you're paying a little car note on, you got your own house, your own property. Yeah, I can see myself being like, yeah, I want this pair. I mean, think about it. They're going to come out with a new pair eventually, right? You'd have to believe. Yeah. And at some point, folks are going to be like, oh, yeah, I guess an upgrade isn't a bad idea. Or even, if you don't upgrade to the newest pair, when the newest pair comes out, every other pair before it should, in theory, get cheaper, right? Oh, I see.
Hopefully. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to share the chat.
No, it's good. But yeah, so that would be I would recommend AirPods, like I said. I really like them. I'm totally obsessed. And I know I talked trash about them at one point. I can't remember when, but yeah, I have to come on. I have to admit when I was wrong. They are fantastic. That being said, next topic, news item of the day. Should the Olympics be held as scheduled?
And great question. I honestly think no, but I know that they're going to anyway. So it's like, dang it. But really, like, nothing is safe right now, guys. Like, yeah, we're all going out. We're having fun. It's summer. I get it. Most of us are vaccinated, and those who aren't, like, please try to if you can. But like, going on an airplane in a tight enclosed space with our greatest athletes? Like, no, we don't want them getting sick. We don't want other people getting sick. We don't want to be spreading other viruses around the world. This is literally how epidemics happen. Literally. So no, I don't
Is
think
an epidemic worse than a pandemic?
an epidemic is worse than a pandemic.
So we go pandemic. So
I should probably say pandemic,
but then no, you're right, because they say, I was just gonna add that there's a new strand, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say that is more easily spread, it's more deadly than the last, and it's coming to. Never mind, I'm not gonna make a joke out of it. That would be wrong of me. No, the truth is everybody should be trying to go out and get vaccinated. We should all be trying to socially distance. And I believe like a mask is still like, I still wear, even though you don't have to wear a mask a lot of places, I still choose to wear my mask. I just think, it's about respect, respect for those who have lost their lives over it, trying to do, the best to limit the spread, as well as, live our lives, in a manner that's safe, that allows us to do that.
Right.
So like I still like, they have stadiums now for baseball that are at full capacity. I'm like, oof, I don't know about that one, Chief. But I do. I think that they should hold the Olympics at 50% capacity. I think that it's something that's going to boost us up morally and the entire world after everything they went through. I think we've seen that sports. I think that we've seen that when something has a high enough dollar value, because like schools had outbreaks, not my school, thank God, but other schools around the country have had outbreaks and have had to close down. But when America commits to, like with baseball, allowing something to happen, whether it's baseball is being played now like a normal 162 game season. I think basketball is outside of the bubble. Hockey is outside of the bubble now. So like sports before where they were like, oh, let's bubble up. Now they're not even in a bubble. And so I would say, everybody would get a COVID test and then fly, just like with UFC. You get tested before, you get tested when you land. Everybody flies over and you play games. I do think that, like
since
I said,
it's
the
going to
stadium
happen
capacity.
anyway, that would be the better plan since they're not going to say no.
Well, I think that they should do it because, like I said, the moral boost of what the Olympics mean to the world. Like everybody coming together to play games.
You also brought something up to me before, but you're exactly right. It is morale boost for sure. But you brought up the idea that also the athletes don't have, infinite time to be at their top game.
Oh yeah, I did say
and
that.
So a lot of these people have been training their entire lives for this one moment, this one opportunity to be in the Olympics. And that would be a total waste. That I agree. I completely understand that.
I'm glad you always have my back. I totally forgot to say. It's also money for them. We live in this society where everybody, no matter how much money you make, 9 out of 10 times you still have bills. Like you might be living in, some little 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, or you might live in, a McMansion in Sarasota. 9 out of 10 times you paying something as far as bills go. And so, yeah, delaying the Olympics, sponsorship, the opportunity for sponsorships and all of that, it does. It's not good for them financially either. So I do think they should have it. I don't think I do think that they should. Oh, I don't know. A big question. The Olympics are about bringing the world together. Do you allow regular people to fly in and watch the Olympics?
Probably
like
no.
If you and I
had
the money,
guests.
Should we be able to fly to Japan?
It should be only athletes. Only athletes.
If that's the compromise, I suppose I'll take it.
It's kind of
I think
a sucky compromise, though. I feel you.
Yeah, it's gonna give Japan basically the monopoly on like the ticket prices, Olympic ticket prices, as you have more people who want to go from around the world. But
Yeah.
if you, as they're saying, it's gonna make it so a lot of them can go. They probably up the capacity because they're probably getting vaccinated. They probably,
but
they
it's
probably
also,
did a great job.
they're within their own country too. Like that's one thing. Like I'm okay with sports in America, because it makes, I don't know, we're all intermingling already. That wouldn't blow up as much as spreading people all across the world.
So let me ask you this then: the World Cup next year. It's 2022, and
that's probably enough time.
In
hopefully,
Abu Dhabi.
like cross your fingers. That's all we can really do. In Abu Dhabi, really?
It's in Qatar, yeah.
Is this where they're making that stadium with slaves?
This is where
it just shouldn't happen. That's the reality of the situation.
Where FIFA has brought great shame and dishonor to the
no freaking kidding. People are dying over that. Like literally actually being worked to death.
Yeah. There's people dying so that we can watch an Olympics, and it's just a World Cup, and it's
some soccer. Like I like soccer as much as the next guy. People ain't need to die over it though. That's all I'm saying. Oh man. Wow. Well, that would be a great segue into our next topic: depression.
So we had one of our viewers, one of our good friends, tell me that she had been dealing with depression recently. And so, first and foremost, I let her know that our sympathies were with her.
Absolutely.
And, we know that mental health can be tough in this day with the internet, Hollywood. There's always something to.
Yeah.
I don't know. It can be tough, especially now that we're more aware of it and cognizant of feelings and things like that. But I promised her that we would do our best to give her some ways to fight back against depression whenever it comes around. So, do you want to go first?
Sure. So to be honest with you guys, I actually struggle with depression myself. I've been diagnosed with clinical depression. I've tried medications. They don't really jive with me very well. They make me too emotional. So I mostly try to cope with it in healthy manners for myself. That's my big thing. So one, some people do need medication. If medication helps you, please take it. Please talk to your doctor. It's really, really important. Everybody is different. Everybody is unique. Even if you don't want medication, talk to your doctor anyway. They will still recommend other forms of services and things such as therapy or otherwise. But your doctor should know if you're feeling depressed. Usually it's something is going on in your brain. It's chemicals, and they need to know. But more importantly than that, so a lot of the time, I try to, 1, drink water, 2, eat healthily, 3, make sure I work out. Everything that we talk about on the Fireside Chat, especially at the very beginning and our wrap-ups at the end, all those like meditation and centering oneself, treating yourself with love, that stuff goes a long way. Part of the problem with depression is it makes it hard to take the actions of self-care. He'll tell you, when I get really, really depressed, there are times where I don't even move out of bed. I might stay in bed 4 days. I might not shower. I might not eat. I might not do my laundry. I might not do anything. And it's awful. It's an awful place to be. And all you want to do is get up, but you can't. You just can't. And a lot of that comes from not having a routine. The moment you fall off your routine, that's when depressive spirals tend to start. So if you find yourself, you have the energy at least one day in the week, just one, try to start. Just try to start. Write out a routine if you'd like to. That works for a lot of people. Just write out, like on your phone, tablet, piece of paper, whatever. I'm going to start with just this one thing. And like maybe do my laundry. But make like not a to-do list, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself, but basically a list of things that or a routine, a regular day that you would make you feel healthier. You don't have to do all of them every day, but start with just one, and then try to wake up the next day and do that one. Then wake up the next day, do that one. Wake up the next day, maybe try to do 2 things on the list. And then as you start to kind of build back that confidence, build back that routine, essentially, you'll fill out that list and you can go, yeah, I worked out, I drank my water, I did my like shower or laundry or whatever it is that you need to do. And it doesn't need to be big things, guys. Like sometimes it really is the little stuff that bogs us down. So take your time. It's okay if you get a little behind. Like there's no rush. You definitely need to take care of your responsibilities first. That's always the big thing. But yeah, take your time. And if you need help, friends are your biggest freaking friend. I'm telling you, a real friend will always be there for you. They will always be here to help. And that speaks volumes. They might not understand. They don't need to understand. They might not be able to talk you through it. They don't need to talk you through it. This is your struggle. That's okay. But they are here for you. If you need help and you go, hey man, I'm too depressed to do my laundry today. Can you just sit with me while I do my laundry? They will, right? Right? Yeah. We did that earlier today. I'm not depressed right now, but but yeah, I mean, he watched me do my laundry, like whatever. Like that's what they're for, you know, is to enrich our lives and to better each other, right? And to keep us going, really. And you know, like any real friend will see, hey, you know, you're doing great stuff right now. Like keep that shit up. Keep that stuff up. Or, you know, they'll see, hey, you seem like you're going through a lot right now. Like if you just need someone to talk to or just need someone to sit with. And like definitely talk to your friends. The last thing that I would really say is explore some kind of hobby or creative outlet. There is nothing more useful than being able to kind of take what you don't necessarily know that you're feeling, right? The ambiguity, the ambivalence of depression, where it's like, am I tired? Am I angry? Am I sad? Am I void of emotion altogether? You want to take that and be able to channel it in some way. If you like to draw. If you like to sing. If you like to play guitar or write music, do that. If it could be even something a little bit less obvious. So a lot of people are into like crafts. So like if you want to make pottery, make pottery. If you want to color in a coloring book, color in a coloring book. They make tons of adult coloring books now. So you don't even have to be like a full-fledged like computer science like artist. You can just color in some boxes. It's therapeutic. It's nice. It's relaxing. It helps. It really does. And even then, some people maybe feel they don't have like that creative bone, that creative gene, or they might even feel while they're depressed, they don't want to work on their creativity. They feel like it's overwhelming. Me as a musician, sometimes I get like that too, because it's also my job. And in that, it's important. We said this earlier too, but meditation is its own creative outlet. It really is. It's an art. But I know you're looking at me like I'm crazy. But no, meditation is an art. It has actual tangible goals that you're kind of looking for. Everyone is different. You can meditate in your own way. There is no right or wrong way to do it. But there are tangible goals where it could be peace of mind, where all you're really trying to do is get yourself to not think at all. And sometimes with depression, that's the first thing you need. Is just to get this, shut up. It helps. And then other times, maybe it's that you want a sense of peace or joy. Those are things that you can meditate on. Spirituality is something you can meditate on. You can even meditate on creativity or like drive, focus, and anything, really. Every single topic, any single thing that you can think of, there is a way to meditate, to gain that focus, to gain that clarity. And most of what it takes is taking a moment, just closing your eyes, get a good deep breath in, and let it out. And that's it. You do that a couple times for about a minute, start to calm down. Think about what your goal is. We'll talk about our goals later today too at our par 3. But think about what your goal is. Think about where you want to take your life. And maybe you don't know right now. That's okay. But that can be your goal, is I'd like to figure out where I'd like to go. That's a good goal too. But take your time. And that's pretty much what I do to kind of center myself. I don't know. I hope that helps. But,
oh man, you should have went second. You had all of the things to say. No, the only thing I can think of is, like you said, just other people. The routine thing really resonated with me because I do feel a lot better when I'm working out, drinking my water and whatnot. And then other people, I'm lucky enough that I have a job, working with kids. Kids won't let you be sad.
nope.
Kids,
Yeah, that's true.
be running around screaming, they're like,
Yeah, you ain't got time for sad.
You're not thinking about being sad. Whatever you had that was sad.
That's also a good one. Work is a good distraction. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
especially
if you have something that you can focus on. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's really the only thing I can say. I'm not telling you all to go out and make kids. Right now.
Yeah, we've got enough depressed parents that aren't raising their kids out there. Please don't do that.
I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying that people in general, a lot of times I've been like, man, like I really don't feel like going out. I don't want to do this. I don't want to see anybody. I just want to stay in my house, watch this Netflix, whatever. And then once I get out, I'm like, oh wow, I'm having a good time. I'm glad I came.
Right.
Thank you all for having
sunlight,
dude.
Too. Just go outside.
One of my buddies, Boyd, right? He would tell every year me going to his birthday party. This is the first year I ever just went, like a normal person. Normally everybody's like, come on, man, go. And I'm like, oh man, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do it, man. Like every single year. Every year I have to. That's why this year I was like, you're just gonna go. When you get there, you will be having an amazing time. Yeah, but yeah. When you I was gonna say, like, when you go out with people, especially people who love you and you love you, that'll get you. Or even like you said, them coming over and seeing you, like just being around people. When you're by yourself,
genuine people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when you're by yourself and like you said, this can talk to you, that can be a problem. Instead of letting this talk to you.
Yep.
It's definitely different. So
yep.
that would be my advice. That being said, and hopefully you could talk about it more some on another podcast. More ways to deal with depression and mental health and whatnot.
I can think of more. I just gave her like 50.
No, I mean like just an exercise. Talk about how it's a journey.
If you guys would be interested, I can also lead meditations. Very versed in that.
That would be cool. That would be one way to spend our time around.
Let us know, guys. Yeah, seriously. Comment. Let us know on Facebook, YouTube, wherever.
But yeah, so next topic. This should be fun. Penn State is getting rid of the terms freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior because they are not gender inclusive.
I was gonna ask, is it because of gender?
Yes, because of gender. Because junior and senior is considered to be male, right? Like
it is? Oh, well, it is.
I was telling my coworker
that is true.
It is male because women don't have the I don't want to say the arrogance to be naming their kids after. I just I've seen women named after their grandmother.
Senior. Senior, junior.
I was more of a Nickelodeon kid.
Oh, that was wild stuff.
But no, junior, senior. So typically, you could have a girl named after her mother, but it just
what terms would we use instead?
First year, second year, third year, fourth year.
Okay, that's fine. That's what they do in other countries too.
I was gonna say, I didn't think it was the biggest deal. I just thought it was strange, for me.
It's not a big deal.
For me, I thought it was strange that they would do that instead of doing something like, making their campus safer when it comes to gender violence, more accountable when it comes to that type of thing.
So you're feeling extra wild today. Is what you're saying.
No, I just felt like I was like, man, like, no, because, I was in student government and we spent a lot of time doing, different stuff. In some ways, we benefit some people, and in some ways, we wasted our time. And I feel like this was I feel like I've never heard of. I asked around too with a lot of my coworkers. A lot of them are women. I said, "Did any of y'all ever think of that?" And look, you even said junior and senior. How is that? But they said, like freshmen. It's not fresh women. I don't know.
What about sophomore? What's that got to do with it?
I think that's the only term that's okay.
So we could do first year, sophomore, third year, fourth year.
Junior and senior really isn't a male term. It's just
it technically is.
You think
technically it is? Yeah.
You don't think there could be a Chrissy Jr.?
No.
Named after her mom?
No, that's not a thing. That's never been a thing. No, there's no women juniors. That's not a thing.
But is that because women aren't being named after their mothers?
I think.
Do you know women named after their mothers
get named after their grandmothers?
That's what I would say on their dad's side too, right?
But I don't think it's because you don't name them after their mom. I think it's just because it's a male thing.
Oh, what, naming your kid after you?
No, the juniors, the third, fourth, all that kind of stuff. It's
oh, it's a.
What do you call that?
A title.
Yeah, I guess it's a title.
Reserved for men.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe junior, senior is a non-gender inclusive term.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I never would have thought of it, but
that's what I thought. It was breaking news. I was like, wow. Penn State, that's.
I mean, I don't know. I have no problem changing it.
And it was crazy that it was breaking news.
That's fine.
But
I understand the logic behind it. I'm just surprised that people care.
That's what I said. I asked my coworkers. I was like, "Did any of y'all ever think of this, or did you ever feel like you weren't included?" They're like, "No."
Honestly, that's how I felt about switching over from actress to female and male actor. I didn't know that anyone cared. But
it's crazy because
should I say female wait staff?
Yeah, it's server now, right?
Yeah, it's server,
waiters and
right?
waitresses.
It's not a waitress, right?
I don't know. I don't
think I ever called them anything other than the wait staff, I suppose.
But you would be okay, you'd be like, hey, can you get our blank's attention?
I say our person. That's actually the first thing that I go to is, hey, can you get our person?
I've been out with you enough times that I should have guessed that. As a matter of fact, I honestly should have known that. But so it's just interesting, something to think about. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. It's just one of the ways this country is changing. I feel like I can't complain about it because I want to be a young person. Young people,
you want to be
no, young people don't complain about these types of things. Only old people be like, I can't believe it. There's no freshman, sophomore. What are we gonna do now? What are we gonna call them now? First year, first year, second year. We can't call them first year, second year.
Why? Why not?
I don't know. It just doesn't sound right. It's not the same.
It's not the way it's been. That's not a good reason.
No, so
the way it's always been done. We've always split people's throats. It's just how we do it here.
And sacrifice them to the god.
Right. Yes, we're running out of people, but we can't stop.
So yeah, I just thought it was interesting. Thought it was something worth maybe discussing a little bit.
No,
I think it's cool. We want to be more inclusive. There's a lot of things that I did not realize were bad.
Yeah.
Until later,
I feel
Gator Bait. That's the Florida song.
What is that?
It's the University of Florida.
Oh,
the Gators.
Yeah.
You could be Gator Bait. I never realized how that term was offensive. I hadn't put two and two together.
Oh, is it?
I guess
they would
African American
yeah.
children are considered gator bait, and so
That's terrible. That's the
yeah,
worst thing I've
what's
ever
crazy
heard.
is I knew both of those things, but never had put them together. It was just like how you knew junior and senior was a male term, but was never like, oh, why are we calling all these? Why are we calling all these girls juniors?
You don't think about it. You
why
know, like some things are just. That's the problem with the way things have been done. Is it gets freaking blanketed over time with just haze, and then you're just like, oh yeah, you know that. Oh, I was about to say some stuff. Oh, but yeah, that gator bait, like it's a good term, and it's like, no, it's not a good term. It's terrible. You can't use it. Get it out of here. Like,
get it out of here.
Get it out of
here. Put it in a box, tape it up, and ship it somewhere far away. Like,
far away.
Because we don't want it here. So, relationship plus. I thought it was a cool question. Both questions were submitted by some of our viewers who would probably prefer to stay nameless. But that's okay. We'll answer your question anyway. Should stay-at-home parents be responsible for cooking and cleaning? And the first thing I'm going to say is exactly. I had to change it from stay-at-home mothers because I was like, well, hold on. They're stay-at-home parents.
Yeah,
like,
stay-at-home
people. They might not have
right.
Like stay-at-home, the at-home people.
Right. They could just.
Did you want to go first or second?
Yeah, you go first. Don't.
Me first?
Yeah, you first.
Oh, I say absolutely. Like, no, stay at home. Like, no, look. If you have one person who says, "I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna, make all the money, pay all the bills, do all that, everything's gonna be taken care of," then it's got to be, a relationship, a marriage, building a home with somebody. All of that is a partnership. It's a partnership. Everybody has a role to play. You could both work. That's an option. And then nobody has it. It's everybody's job to be responsible for food and cleaning. But it's one of those things where it's like, well, I just don't know what you would do all day. I really don't. Like if you sat here and you told me, Shane, that your wife goes to work and she is a lawyer on Trump's defense team. And so she's paid. Okay. The point is I was thinking, I was going to say the married.
Making money.
I said we got the married over here. The point is,
exactly. You saw my reservation? Oh,
I was going to say, I might have looked over them, just wanted to see where you were going, what you were up to. No, the point is she's making serious bank to the point you don't teach any guitar lessons. You don't do, and that's another thing. I think that stay at home, I think it's important to differentiate between stay at home and non-working. Because you could work from home, number one, or number two, like you could say right now, like, oh, I would be playing my guitar.
Who works from home is not a stay-at-home person, I suppose. I can see what you're saying.
Yeah,
because they have a workspace
at home, exactly. Or if you told me, like, say, like you wanted to be like you do the guitar, right? I'm working on writing music and I want to sell it, and I would say,
right,
okay,
I still have a job.
Yeah, exactly. You would be what's what I'm looking for in a transitional period.
Right.
But you'd be a working individual. If you sit here, you tell me, oh yeah, I'm just chilling all day. That strikes me as crazy.
Interesting.
That strikes me as nuts. Like if somebody looked me dead in the face, if you told me that's what you do all day, I said, you aren't trying to make a music with Conjure? No, she makes all the money. There's no need anymore. There's no.
That would be wild.
So are you? Yeah, like so. Are you like teaching the lessons anymore? Nah. I didn't like my students that much.
Clean?
I didn't like my students. Well, do you? Yeah, exactly. Do you at least clean up around here? No.
That would be wild. That would be fairly wild.
Like, oh well.
I do have.
Do you at least get her some food? Like, do you at least feed the workhorse? Like. No, I think she can stop somewhere on her way home.
So just to play devil's advocate a little bit, to kind of point a little bit towards the other side, this also starts to feed into our next question a little bit about like looks versus money. We'll talk about that. But if you're a trophy person, trophy
Okay, trophy
boyfriend,
person. I like
trophy husband,
okay,
trophy wife, trophy whatever, trophy person. At that point, I understand. Like, if it's been discussed, and this is the importance of communication, people, communicate. If this is what you want out of a relationship, is you just want to chill and be at home and be afforded, great. But make that known. Make that
but to the
real
point
clear.
you can't even cook or clean.
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
hey,
was-
look,
look,
if you
if you
got the
know-
money, hey, if I had the money, sure, I'd marry a girl. She doesn't have to do nothing. I'll get a maid. I'll get a cook service. I'll get stuff, like whatever.
I would be
Who
scared.
cares?
I would be scared. I guess there's a bunch of other stuff to do. You could work out, yoga, a few drinks with the other
I mean,
stay-at-home
if
parents.
she's a trophy, I would imagine her job is probably looking good. But
No, you're right. Trophy person. That was a big thing, though. I said, because it would strike me, man or woman. Like, if you're a man at home or you're a woman, and you tell me you don't have nothing, you're not going to school or nothing.
I don't know how you could live like that, though.
That's what I was just about to
I
ask
feel
you.
like I would
I was
have
about
to
to
do
say-
something.
Well, no, I was about to say you would afford her to live like that. Wouldn't that strike you as crazy? That would
If
strike me
that's
as
what they
nuts.
want to do, that's what they want to do. But
They just want to be your wife and just watch TV all day and wait for you to get home.
maybe that's a full-time job. Knowing me, it very well could be. Like,
Oh no! Like I said, that strikes me. I would tell you straight up, I'd be like, she's cheating on you.
type,
It strikes me.
right?
Strikes me as nuts. Like
Could be happening. If that's what you want to do, and you
I
want
mean,
to
it could
also
be-
go see other people, communicate. Open relationships exist.
oh my goodness! Just like they said, it struck me. They said, should they be responsible for cooking and cleaning? I said, if I
said
stay at home.
absolutely.
I said, hold on. I said, absolutely not. I said, wait. One question. By stay at home, you mean that they're at home with no responsibilities, or you mean they're at home with some sort of responsibility? I.e., like if you work from home, you are staying at
different.
home. If you're like, oh, well, I'm in school, they're paying for me to go to school, and then I'm going to go work.
Well,
Once again.
Yeah, school is something.
But even then, it would bother me
Anything
because
that-
I would say you're in the home all day. That's your office. That's your workspace, looking torn up and at
You
least
should keep your workspace clean.
the cleaner. The cooking, maybe not so, but like I said, for me,
Yeah, cooking.
man or woman, if you told me
I'm
that's
glad
what
you said that. You shouldn't put cooking and cleaning together as the same type of thing. Like, for any misogynists out there, this is important. Cooking and cleaning, totally different things. Like,
yeah,
they're not on the same tier. They're not both woman work.
one is actually can be a little bit of fun.
Cooking is really fun.
Cooking,
Cleaning is just necessary.
Yeah.
Some people do like
cleaning. Cleaning. I like cleaning when I'm listening to my music early in the morning.
Really?
Cleaning, you know what? That's another big way to get through depression we didn't bring up. When I wake up and I clean, I feel like, and I've made my bed and all those things, like I'm like, okay, I'm going. Like those things, like, just picking up one or two things. If you do it every day, generally speaking, it shouldn't take you longer than 10 minutes.
A kind of similar point to that. This is also not to say that the person who goes out to work doesn't do any cleaning at all. Like, that is not what we're saying, by the way. Like, yes, everyone who's in a household should be cleaning, and if they're not cleaning, it should be discussed. Like, communicate. But it always comes back to that. Communicate.
Okay, so somebody asked us, here's a good one. This should be real. We'll wrap this up. We'll wrap it up in under an hour for you all, I promise. Although I just realized we didn't come on right away. We did the whole live countdown thing. Y'all funnel in. We walk in. Y'all stand up. We tell you to be seated. You sit, and then we sit. It's like, no. But actually, though, is Kevin Samuels right? Is a man's marriage value equal to his money? Is a woman's value equal to her looks? Now, before we dive in, let me remove the genders from it and just say, is your marriage value either money or looks?
Thank you, because yes,
I was yeah. Sorry, let
you
me.
could be the good-looking man with a sugar mama, I guess. That's her.
I was gonna say no, yeah,
Or sugar person.
sugar.
There are other kinds of relationships.
No, yeah, exactly. No, I did want to remove because I know that's the easiest place to attack it from. So I want to just come out and say, remove genders from it. Is your marriage value either in your money or attractiveness?
And so I'll go first on this one. Why not?
Okay.
So I would say sometimes. It just kind of depends on the relationship. Definitely it happens. Again, we were just talking about trophies. So like trophy people, that's exactly that situation. Is one person has the money, the other person has the looks. And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, communicate. Say it with us. No, if you can communicate it and that's where you want to be, yeah, absolutely. If you look at any also kind of what we would say a typical relationship, oftentimes it is that. It's exactly that. The most successful people get with the most beautiful people, and then it's tiers from there. Like, on average. I'm not saying that's the only thing that exists. There's also true love and stuff. That's cool. But most of the time, that's what you see. What do you think?
I think the reason a lot of people hate Kevin Samuels because he talks about the truth that we don't want to admit. I think he's 110% right, even if you put the genders back behind it. I think that no, I think that I think the truth is that the reason a person is going to stay? No.
Okay.
If somebody loses their looks with age, or somebody loses their looks, or they lose their money, does that mean it's over? Not necessarily. But in our capitalist, especially society, how much you make is a big deal. And I'm going to follow it up by saying I have yet to see somebody with a lot of money, some famous businessman, some rapper, some NBA player, whoever. I have yet to see them with somebody unattractive. I have yet to see somebody super attractive woman with a. I have yet to see a Brazilian supermodel with an average Joe. And I would even go when he said like the marriage value is in the looks. I would even go with I would follow it up by saying I'd have to agree with him there because I would say I don't, and I could be wrong, but I'm not gonna say any names. The point is if you Kevin Samuels just tells the truth and just spews it out, and I'm sitting over here, and I'm sitting here tripping over, stop and being like, oh, don't want to say that might be offensive. Duh, maybe that's offensive too. Maybe back this way.
There is
the truth
to your hesitance there.
The truth is
man's crazy, but
it's not to hurt. It's not to like diss anybody or hurt their feelings, because I'm a man and I don't make a lot of money, but the truth is that's going to. I was gonna say that's going to that's gonna change how people see me. It is. That's gonna change who I'm allowed to talk to. Or who will entertain talking to me, I should say. And it's the same on the vice versa. Elon Musk, I don't see him getting with somebody unattractive. I don't see LeBron James or Michael Phelps or whoever you want to talk about, Brad Pitt, right? Yeah. With Angelina Jolie. You have who is dating Shakira, some soccer player. He's married to her, I think. PK or maybe Pepe, somebody. The point is the point is no, but the point is I don't see
Shakira cleans at home.
Well, she's not a stay-at-home person.
Yeah.
She just hosted the Super Bowl.
Oh, do you think he cleans at home?
When he's not a stay-at-home person either. Because he plays so they're that type of money.
All day or all year?
Well, you get a winter break, but it starts in the fall in August. goes, then you have a Christmas break for like a week or maybe 2. And then it starts
They
back up
probably have cleaning people.
and keeps going. And then over the summer, like right now, they're not doing club stuff, but they're doing international stuff. Speaking of which, Germany just got a big win. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? It was yesterday. It doesn't matter.
Is there a
The point
German
was
cheer?
it was a huge win. There's a few of them, but I wouldn't repeat any of them for fear of backlash.
Oh, man.
No, but no, the truth is yeah, I just don't see it. I just feel like
They
I have to
also
admit
canceled Oktoberfest.
the Germans did.
Yes.
Oh, over coronavirus.
Yes.
Oh, they sound like a smart people.
Yeah, I know, right?
People walking around sharing drinks,
Yeah.
sharing their lips with each other, like
it's sad. It's important.
yeah,
Don't do it
no,
next year.
certainly. But so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna say he's right, but I have yet to see where he's been proven wrong.
I think that's a good answer.
That's exactly how I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna comment on it any further than that. And with that, instead of ending the show with the rundown, we're gonna end it with the par 3. So real quick, what are you watching right now, Shane, on TV?
I am watching Bar Rescue with John Taffer. He just released his 200th episode. That man has saved countless bars. No one knows more about bar science than John Taffer. Check him out. Also, he should run for president. That guy is cool.
Wow, okay.
Very passionate.
I am watching Castlevania right now.
Oh, really? The anime?
Yeah.
Dude,
They
how
have a
is
new
it? I haven't
season.
seen it yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, that's incredible. They say we should get an episode in right now before you leave on your trip if you've got time. It's 1:25. No, Castlevania is incredible. So I'm watching that on Netflix. And then I'm kind of doing a rewatch of the Chappelle Show.
Oh, the Chappelle Show is good.
Yeah.
It's just like one season, right?
It's 2, I think.
2 seasons, yeah.
It's like 20 something odd episodes. I can't
It's good.
tell you how many seasons,
That's,
but yeah. And
that
then
is fun.
obviously, you and I are always rewatching the Twilight Zone one way.
Twilight Zone's always good.
Super excited to watch the new Conjuring though. Yeah, we have to get in. The last day of school is Wednesday. We got to get in. What's that new? Oh, A Quiet Place 2.
Oh, they're gonna make A Quiet Place 2?
It's already out.
What? Yeah! When did this happen?
Like last week, maybe 2 weeks ago.
What?
Maybe 3.
We got movies to see, people.
I'll let someone else look it up. We'll look it up when we get off. But okay, the next question is, what are you reading right now?
What am I?
And please don't say your music books.
Actually, no. So I recently found one of my favorite books that I used to read back in like early middle school, probably. But it's Bram Stoker's Dracula. I saw it when I most recently visited my mom. And it's in this nice like bound book with like it's fancy looking. It feels really nice, and I love the story. So it's been really great.
It's about Dracula?
It's Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's the original Dracula story.
Oh,
it's like old as hell.
You are gonna love Castlevania. Wait, have you seen the new Dracula on Netflix?
No.
Oh my gosh. Yo, you're behind. That new Dracula on Netflix. It's like
really?
It's like 3 90-minute movies and 3 90-minute episodes, and it's really, really good. I'd recommend those too. Cool. So right now I'm just finishing up, and we're gonna give you a review. Caleb really wanted us to give him a review. I think he actually asked. Oh, he asked a question about the Olympics today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he wanted me to give him a review when I finish. I have 1 chapter left of John Boehner's book. You know the old Speaker of the House?
Which book? Yeah, I know.
He just wrote a book called it's called On the House. And he must have wrote it while he was drinking. Because he's talking mad. He's telling on everybody, telling all their secrets, talking crazy. Like he is just like flat out like
he shouldn't do that.
Like he trashed Michelle Bachmann.
I like the transparency.
He took down Ted Cruz. He told us about
people who are still actively doing stuff.
He told us about he told us about somebody, the old chairman of the House Freedom Caucus. He said that he got on his knees and came to him in his office and like he was praying begging for forgiveness, like because he had voted the wrong way or something. He
What?
voted for John Boehner to not be speaker anymore. And John Boehner
That's.
won, and he was like, "Oh crap!" It went to him. He said he fell on his knees and was like, "Please, Mr. Speaker."
I feel like there's more to that. Like they're like that's like some Masonic crap or like Illuminati stuff. Like I don't even know. That's so extra.
No, it's democracy. Look, if you go for the king and you don't kill him, you better beg for forgiveness
You'll be back.
or get ready to put
Time will tell.
You get ready for the chair. Ooh, that's a good watch.
Hamilton?
Too.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Please watch Hamilton every day.
Every day. Short-term goal right now. What's your number?
My short-term goal right now, I'm trying to record some backing tracks for my band so that when we do our show in July 10th, it's my birthday. If you can, go to Mo's Peyton Place. But anyway, yeah, I'm trying to record some tracks for that. That's my short term.
I do not look forward to July, and I was born in that month. Yeah,
right.
It is
July 4th, the most American bands on the planet.
It is unreasonably hot this June.
It is.
This
right?
June has been unreasonably hot. I've been walking places mad. Like you ever been like, I gotta leave my house. Oh, jeez, really? Or worse, I gotta take these kids out to recess. Oh, goodness gracious, that's
It's rude. Planet's being rude.
You walk outside and your whole the way that you thought about the day changes. Like,
dude,
one minute you were like, "Oh yeah, life is good. I'm in this nice air-conditioned building."
I walked outside the other day. Literally, the second I left my house, which is like 67 degrees on standard, nice and cold. I walked out of my house. Within the first step, I was just like, I'm wet. Like, I'm sweating. It's hot. Holy crap. Like, it's disgusting. It's also stupid humid in Virginia. So, like, that doesn't help. Like, it's like trying to breathe soup.
Right. No, it's terrible out right now. And I'm fearful because they say, isn't today the first day of summer? Or is it tomorrow?
Is it a Vicky-free summer?
It's not going to be a bummer.
Yes,
it's not going to be a bummer. No, but I have to do a lot else that stuff.
I think you're right.
As a matter of fact, that is my
goal. The 21st is the first day of summer, I think.
So it's tomorrow.
Yeah. I guess so. Sure. Why not?
And the first day of summer for me isn't until the 24th when school is out. Whenever school lets up, that's when summer always began for me as a kid. Now, in college, that meant in May. Sometimes that means in June, sometimes late June. But no, I guess my short-term goal right now would just be get through a chapter of that book a day. If I could study, if I could work out an hour a day too, I would be in good company this summer. I'd be doing good things.
And so we can also make smaller goals. Just to go back to the depression thing real quick, these were two really great examples of small goals. You could make them even smaller. You really could. And that's something that really helps people when you're feeling kind of down. It's just to have a small, tangible goal. And we'll keep doing this week by week by week. Let's keep talking about our goals, people. Let's keep it going.
Goodness. I guess my goal should be to get more sleep. It was like the third or fourth time I've yawned. I need a nap. Speaking of naps, hopefully you all can take a nap right now. If not, I feel sorry for you. I myself am about to take a nap as soon as we get off the air. It's been a shady experience.
You're so stupid.
It really has. It's been a shady experience. No, it's been great to come back and to get to spend time with you all. This in itself is therapeutic. Just out here with your best friend, talking about whatever. Hopefully lifting some people up, without putting others down. What else can we say? Like, subscribe. Oh, I almost forgot that.
Yeah.
Man, the producers would have been mad. They're like, yo, you took a whole vacation. No, I took the vacation to remember it. You like that, don't you? Like, subscribe, share.
Keep commenting, guys. Seriously, comment on the video, comment on Facebook. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yep, let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you.
At
Just like
86.5
we love
the
hearing
vibe.
from us, right? 86.5 the what?
The vibe.
Are you sure it's the one?
Should I
We're gonna have to check with our producers whether or not it's the one. Until next time, guys.
It's a fireside chat.